So to start off, we have the arteries from the branches of common carotid. We have the common carotid down here at 111, and then we have at 112 we have the common sinus, and then at 113 right here we have the internal carotid, and then at 115 right here is the external carotid. And then we have the artery from the branches of the internal carotid artery, which is right here at 114, which is the ophthalmic artery. Next, we have arteries from the branches of the external carotid artery, and the first one is here at 116, which is the superior thyroid artery. And then at 117, right here, we have the ascending pharyngeal artery. And then at 118, we have the lingual artery. And then at 119, we have the facial artery. It's right here. And then at 120, over here in the mandibular, we have the ascending palatine. Right here, 120. And then at 121, right here, we have the submental artery. And then at 122, we have the inferior labial artery. And then at 123, located right here, we have the superior labial artery. And then at 124, just right here, we have the angular artery. And back here, we have the occipital artery at 125. Oh, and we also have it right here, 125. And then at 126, we have the posterior auricular artery, which is right here. And also right here. And then at 127, we have the maxillary artery. 127. And then we have 128, the middle meningeal artery, which is right here, 128. And then at 129, we have the inferior alveolar artery, right here. And then at 130, we have the mylohyoid artery. And then at 131, we have the mental artery, right there. 132, we have the incisive. The tongue's in the way. 132, we have the incisive artery. And then 133 right here is the mesenteric artery. And 134 right here, we have the pterygoid artery. And then at 135, we have the deep temporal artery. And 136 is over here. 136, we have the buccal artery. At 137 over here, it's kind of hard to see, it has the PSA artery, which runs down here. And then at 138, we have the descending palatine artery right there. At 139, we have the GP artery, which is right there. And at 140, right next to that, is the LP artery. And over here at 141, we have the IO artery. At 142, right here, is the ASA artery. And then 143 is the MSA artery. And then 144, right in there, is the sphenopalatine artery. And then over here at 145, we have the nasopalatine artery. At 146, right here, we have the superficial temporal artery. At 147, right down here, we have the transverse facial artery. And right here at 148 is the temporal artery. Middle temporal, my bad. And over here is at 149 is the frontal branch of superficial temporal artery. And at 150, right here, we have the parietal branch of superficial temporal artery. Next, we have the veins. To start off at 151, we have the internal jugular vein. At 152, seen from right here, is the facial vein. You can also see it over here. And then at 153, we have the submental right here, submental artery, which runs like all down here. And at 154, we have the inferior labial vein, which is right here. And then at 155, right here's the superior labial vein. At 156 is the angular vein. At 157, we have the supraorbital vein. 158, down in, it's kind of hard to see. Down in there is the ophthalmic veins, which is these two right here. At 159, we have the lingual vein. 159, the lingual vein, and is also seen over here. 159. And then we have the superior thyroid vein at 160. And next we have the cavernous venous sinus vein here at 161. And then here down here at 162, we have the PSA vein. And then at 163, we have the pterygoid venous plexus right there. And at 164, you can see from right here, 164, and over here, we have the maxillary vein. At 165, right below that, is the IA vein. And then at 166, we have the mental vein, which is down here. The mental vein. At 167, we have the superficial temporal vein, which is this right here. It's also seen over here. 167. And then At 168, we have the deep facial vein right here. At 169, right here, these two actually are the emissary veins. At 170 is the retromandibular vein, which is all this. And then the external jugular vein is this light blue right here. We have it at 171, the light blue. We also have the occipital vein, which is at 171. You can see right here and also back here. Over here we also have the posterior auricular vein. And then at 171C, right here, we have the anterior jugular vein. Next, we have the glands. Here at 172, we have the lacrimal gland. And at 173, we have the parotoid gland. 173A is the Stenson's duct. And over here at 174 is the submandibular gland. And then 74A is the Wharton's duct. 75 over here is the sublingual gland. And 75A right there is the Bartholin's duct. And here we have the thyroid gland.